although the home team, they choose to attack. And I mean, most people usually prefer to defend first. Do you have any preference either way yourself? Neil?
I prefer to defend first, like most teams. It's much easier to play against your own time. Oh, it looks like we're going live here.
Awesome, awesome. And yeah, I mean, personally, I know I don't have much time to talk about it, but I'm a big fan of attacking first. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weird one.
Yeah, that's kind of uncommon, but I mean, it's personal preference.
Whatever works, right?
I think it's nice on offense to know exactly how much time you have, for each point. I think that's why people tend to prefer playing defense first and then pushing your time. But
Well, those people are wrong, Neil. That's what's gonna go on. So let's see who we're gonna be checking out here first. I'm liking. I always like to check out the sniper battles in the beginning because that's what's gonna kind of prompt the push out of the blue team. Is whenever that sniper is down, it really gives your medic a lot more space to get in, get aggressive, and go with that Uber. So probably going to be checking out Smiles and Dynamo right at the start and see how their sniper battle is going to go. I don't know. I mean, who are you expecting to be the biggest force so far for either team or overall? Like,
I'll have to go with Smiles, of course. But
of course.
Smiles and Goldfish are who I'm looking at.
So we're taking a look. Dynamo opting for the common stairs strat, and Smiles opting for the common playground strat. So it looks like Dynamo's going to go for the shot there, not going to be able to connect, but Smiles should know where he is now. So we're just seeing them play a little bit of chicken, but Smiles might just go for a pick on the card. Got to be careful. Crab jumps in. He's going to go down. Bunny going to be way up in the air and get hit with that body shot by Dynamo, but Smiles is going to go down here to Dynamo as well, and this might prompt a push here out of Social Justice Warriors.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see a push after that. Down Soldier and Sniper. And Apple has popped. I don't think...
Yeah, it looks
Okay,
like Brule got forced by something. Brule used her Uber a lot earlier than I was expecting, so that is not going to be great as it should. It's allowing Social Justice Warriors to just push right through and take that first point. So 56 seconds the time here, and in a great position to get up on hill here is Social Justice Warriors. Smiles hits Dynamo with the headshot and then finish him off with a body shot, but he's got to be careful because here is Evil lurking around. He's going to go down to the roller by Goldfish, so... not who you want to lose, but at least he took care of Dynamo before he went down.
Yeah, Apple's hanging on by a thread here, but they lost Vipa on first, and that just allowed SJ to take a lot of ground on Cliff, and I mean they lost Smiles because of that, but SJ backing up a little bit. They haven't committed fully yet. Now they're about to get Uber, and they're going in. I think they're just going in with this.
Yeah, Fishy's at 100%. The good thing for Appel right now is that they do have 100% on their Uber as well, but they did just lose Carson. So we're going to see a straight Uber v. Uber trade in just a second here. Smiles goes down to Dynamo. But, I mean, with Carson down, his respawn still another 5 seconds. It's going to be rough here for Apple if they want to contest.
Oh, they use. This Uber isn't going well. Fishy. Okay, they forced Fishy. They bled a lot for that, but they did force Fishy. We're looking for them to back out with as many players as they can get out now. Their med and heavy do get out, so Apple will have a bit of a third hold here, but their demo is still down. He's just respawning now, so...
Yeah, Nock is putting up that sentry where you'd expect back on third. Dynamo is going to take out Smiles yet again, so the counter sniping really seems to be going in Dynamo's favor so far. And, I mean, those picks and keeping Smiles down is probably a huge part of why Social Justice Warriors has been able to keep pushing so aggressively. It's allowed Goldfish to get in and do what he wants without too much repercussion. Nock is also going to go down there to Evil, so there's going to be no sentry, and this is looking really, really desperate right now for Appel. They are going to use that Uber. If you ever using that short circuit for a while, and there's Dynamo picking off Brule after the end of that Uber. Oh, that's rough.
We're just seeing a lot of aggression out of SJ, and Apple doesn't seem to know what to do with it. Their combo, it doesn't look like they're playing super together. Carson and Viper are a bit disconnected, and SJ is just taking advantage of that. They're just steamrolling them right now.
Yeah, Dynamo... Oh, sorry. Dynamo was up top, maybe trying to get a peek onto the heavy. He opts to go around, but actually gets caught out by BFF there. Uber is going to come out in tiles. American does a good job so far of preventing the Uber from really getting forward. So really no one is going to die. Watch on that Uber.
Carson! Carson just gets the med and Pyro up top. That's big. That's big.
Yeah. And I mean, there you go. I mean, there's Carson already being a huge asset to this team. And it's kind of funny because Carson was playing with Social Justice Warriors almost the entire season. And he's going to switch back over to over to Apple, just a throwback to their Week 1 performance. And there he goes, taking out the Season 17 roster. And there's Carson was on Season 17? Yeah, he was. That's right. He was, yeah. I knew that. I just blocked out Season 17 from my mind.
Carson kind of saved the round there a little bit. Like, that forces SJ to reset, and Apple now has a hold. So we're just looking at a standard last push here. So Apple has time to get some time on the clock. We're looking for at least 6 minutes here. So they need to hold for a couple more.
Yeah, there's Dynamo actually going to go down to knock, which is a great pick for them. Here's an Uber though out of Apple. BFF trying to get in on Fishy, not able to connect his shots. They Uber in the scout, and they really had a great chance to take her out. She only went down to about maybe 80 health at the end there, but just unfortunate for them. It was a good Uber in terms of what they were trying to accomplish, but the execution was not there.
Yeah, that was a real heartbreaker. If BFF had just hit those shots, that Uber would have been perfect, but sometimes it just happens.
So now in great position to maybe take this round 4 down right now for Apple, including Smiles. So unless some hero plays can come out, maybe this could be the round here for SJ.
It's looking like it. Oh, Jaden gets 2 on the cart though. We're seeing they're pushed out in main. They're pushed out, and it looks like we're getting a bit of a reset here. Surprisingly, it looked like it was over right there, but Apple managed, thanks to Jaden, to reset this, but they're barely hanging on here.
Yeah, talk about hero plays, and Jaden already coming up big for them. Kind of what you'd expect. I mean, Jaden and Evil, 2 of the best spies this season in gold, and now Carson is just not in a great position. Brule is almost going to be up on Uber. Carson's really low on health, so got to be careful because there is the spam by Goldfish. Does a good job of getting the Uber out of Brule. Not too much in terms of pressure on her, but I think she just wanted to pop to make sure that her player stayed alive. And Carson actually is gonna. Oh man, I missed the Carson play.
So long there. Carson he took that solo Uber, he forced them, and then he just wasted their entire Uber. I don't know how that happened. I really don't know.
Oh my god, just the Pootis plays, man.
Carson is a very good heavy. That was insane.
Jaden, 1 health on the cart, gets a bow from his medic. Dynamo taking out Bunny here, so gonna take a look at his cam. Smiles getting hit by Evil now, so Evil probably got to step things up after Jaden's just been putting on a clinic, and he's gonna take out Smiles there. Brule taking out Evil, unless that's a dead ringer. No, it doesn't look like it, but 4 down right now for Apple, and Dynamo trying to line up a shot on the enemy medic right now.
Looks like we've got Carson's playing top left where the sentry would normally be. We've got a lot of presence up top from SJ. We've got a Dynamo up top. Oh, but Smilesy gets the pick. Okay, that's shutting down the aggression there. Trying to. Oh no, we get an Uber in. Okay.
Yeah, we had a good pick by Smiles there to take out Dynamo, so it's definitely going to help this post-Uber fight go in the favor of appel, but the Uber trade didn't really amount to much for Social Justice Warriors, and we're seeing a really great defense so far here.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't agree with that push after Smiles got the pick onto Dynamo. They didn't really have any advantage after that. I would have waited for a pick from Dynamo. They were just pushing even Ubers, and as you can see, it didn't work out. They're just giving Apple more time. Like, this last defense is good, but also a little bit sloppy from SJ.
Yeah. I mean, the one positive that you have in your back pocket now, if you're SJ, is Brule did go down. So Fishy's going to be at about 50% on Uber, 60% now, and they can either decide to get aggressive and take it without the Uber, or just wait and bide their time until Fishy gets up. But with picks just falling in their favor, Vipa and Smile's the only ones alive. This should finally be the round for SJ, and we're going to see the time at... Whoa! 8:42!
Wow. What a last hold.
5 minutes! Woo!
Yeah, that was looking like a roll, but Apple with a crazy last hold. Jeez, so we've got a game here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm honestly surprised. I thought even with how long that last hold looked, it was only going to be about 3 minutes or so. But 8:42. I mean, it's not a disastrous time if you're SJ. It's just jarring to see a 3:30 time throughout the first 3 points and then 5 minutes to push last.
I think there might have been a little bit of nerves going on. You know, I mean. They got a little sloppy when it was time to push last, and I think maybe they were feeling a little nervous with this being losers brackets. You know, whoever loses here is out. So
yeah, it's the game is over. The season is over. Let me just go ahead and switch things up. We're gonna be seeing Social Justice Warriors up on defense now. And again, I am going to be taking a look at the snipers for either team right now, and that's where it all's going to start. I mean, if you're Apple, you know you have a little bit of time. You don't have to feel super pressured, but at the same time, a little sense of urgency because you don't want to end up in the same boat as Social Justice Warriors, where Dynamo is going to take out Smiles relatively easily with a shot there. Vipa goes in for a bomb, might be able to force Fishy. He does! Oh my god, those pipes were dead accurate, and he forces the Uber out of Fishyland. I'm just... Wow, okay, so maybe as soon as you get Dynamo down, the problem is no one is dead on Social Justice Warriors. I mean, you have 100% right now, and you have the time, you have the advantage, but Dynamo is just going off, and he's so accurate right now that, I mean, if you're Brule, I can understand the hesitation to want to get out.
I think we're seeing the push now, though, and Vipa making me eat my words a little bit.
Yeah.
Making a big play. But, oh man, they're waiting, they're still waiting. But we need to see a push here before... SJ gets too much.
Oh my god, Uber. There's Dynamo. Dynamo finally goes down to Bunny. Brule's going to get forced out of her Uber, but this should be really good for them. Fishy is still going to be at 75%, but SJ is going to be forced to back out. Yip Yapper pulls out his gun, so they are going to have a pretty solid second defense. Brule goes down to Coffee Monster, which isn't great if you're Apple. You should be able to cap up on this point at least and say you got through first, but I think Social Justice Warriors are still committed.
Yeah, it looks like they come back in after they saw that Brule went down. They decided to recommit to first a little bit. They're looking uncertain here. Okay, it looks like they're going back. They could have committed to that, to be honest, but they don't want to get too crazy here. They don't want to risk anything. You know, this is the big game. You know.
Yeah, I mean, key picks there for Appel also, I guess, contributed to that decision. Yip Yapper went down to Bunny behind. And then Jaden taking out Goldfish meant there was no Sentry, and you know they want to make sure that they get a good second hold, and then no Demo Man as well to help out. So I understand the reason to back out, but it just seems like they're going to have a tough time. It's good reactive play by Social Justice Warriors. They know
when
to
air
come
shot
back.
By Bunny.
I missed that.
Caught that. Oh well, he air shot Crab F as he jumped in.
Oh my god, there's Smiles getting the pick onto Goldfish. Jaden takes out Dynamo Vic as well. So we have 100% for each medic, and with big classes down, here is going to be the Uber trade. Fishy's going to drop! Vipa drops Fishy there! Oh my god, Vipa is having the game of his life right now.
Vipa, he had a bad first half, but he's waking up. He is going hard on Demo. He's all the way on third point right now, and he is still living. Getting the pick on Crab F. Trapping up their forward spot. He gets Goldfish.
Oh my god, Vipa.
Going off right now.
And this is huge.
Oh, he's just going to keep going. He's just going to keep camping at spawn.
It looks like they're going to get third off this play by Vipa. Like, SJ are just bleeding one after the other right now.
Oh my god. It's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. Feeling really good right now. If you're Appel, they could take this round. 5 minutes and 17 seconds is what we're ticking down from. Smiles in a position actually already really aggressive, trying to get forward onto last. They still haven't capped up on third, but it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, we see an Uber advantage for Brule, so we're gonna see the push in from Apple. See where they coming in from.
Oh, Brule got forced out of her Uber. She went down to about 10 health, so they're lucky she got it off without dying. I mean, it really doesn't change too much besides maybe 10 seconds, but Vipa finally going to go down to Dynamo. It looks like Smiles, yep, going to go down to Coffee Monster, but I mean, this is great. You have 4.5 minutes to figure out what you're going to do with last, so a little bit slower than Social Justice Warriors through the first 3, but if they can just mount one solid push, if Vipa can do what he's been doing this entire round, then this could go for Appel here.
Yeah, and I think with that force, that slows things down a lot, because now they're in a position where they just have to sit and wait to get Uber, and then we're on even Ubers. It definitely slows things down a lot. It's not a fun position to be put into.
Jaden is going to pick Goldfish with a butter knife. Actually, really surprised he ended up getting that pick. And I mean, no demo, maybe a chance here. Fishy does. Oh, there's Jaden picking up Battle Bull. Feeds Fishy a saw. That Dynamo taking out Vipa yet again, but maybe just go with this advantage you've got right now. You've got 100%. You've got the Uber ad. You've got good picks. Crab F's going to be down. Coffee Monster down. Goldfish and Battle Bull are respawn, so they... looks like Goldfish jumped up top.
The Uber went off for Boulay in main. We got American on the cart, pushing it through. No one's on American. American's the cart's right there. Okay.
Oh my God.
And then Uber from Fishy. Oh my goodness.
I wonder how this Uber's actually going to work out. Looks like not too much is going to happen with it. Smiles trying to get the pick onto to Goldfish there, not able to pick it up. But Yip Yapper's gun didn't go down, and that's the big problem there with that Uber.
We're seeing a reset here because Apple just didn't have enough players to collapse after that Uber was over. Even if it wasn't a very good Uber, there just wasn't anything to capitalize on the fact that they couldn't get anything done with it. So We're seeing a reset. Even Ubers, gun up, defense in a good position. So
I mean, if you're quick and you're smart about it on Apple, you could squeeze 3 more pushes out of this. I know it's tough. Really, with only 2.5 minutes, you want to just aim for 2. I mean, obviously you want to aim for 1, but I mean, maybe unrealistic to do it that way. But worst comes to worst, you have 3 chances here. So just work quickly and get your picks and move in with those Ubers. One good Uber from Apple here could mean the round, but Evil's going to take out Carson right there.
The time is just ticking down. It was 4 minutes and 30 seconds to push, and now it's already down to 2. They don't have much more room for error here. This X Uber needs to be good.
Yeah, and Dynamo is still racking up kills over for their team. So he's been a huge part of why Apple is having a little bit of difficulty kind of getting into a position to win this. Looks like they might want to opt to take this Uber. It looks like they went lower and they're going to come back their upper. Here is the Uber. Fishy should use hers in a second here. A lot of flashing, though, happening for Apple. So as long as... Oh, geez. There's the Uber. Maybe Goldfish gets something? No, he doesn't. He's going to go down. So really close to picking up Brule there. Vipa tries to get something done on the gun, but not able to. Yip Yapper is just absolutely tanking that sentry gun, and although a lot of picks fell in the favor of Apple, it's just that sentry gun is still there.
Carson losing the 1v1 to Coffee Monster, and now it's do or die time. There's only a minute left on the clock, barely enough time to get an Uber. We might just see a push-in from Apple without even Uber.
And oh no, Brule went down to Coffee Monster. She's going to respawn. I don't know if there's going to be enough time to Uber and then push. They're going to have to push the cart damn close, yeah.
They just have to go for it, and that is it's not looking good for Apple right now. They just got to go for it.
There's Dynamo getting another pick.
Dynamo pick is still going off, and what can you do about that?
Yeah, I know. Evil takes out Vipa as well, and this is just... I mean, this is crushing. Oh, there is Jaden getting the pick onto Dynamo Vic. Goes in for the gun as well, but Yip Yapper, and oh, that's it. That's curtains.
Yeah, that's the round.
But damn close. I mean, even if, let's say, we see another round like this where Social Justice Warriors win by the skin of their teeth, like, it's still such a close game. Like, this next round can go either way.
Yeah, we saw insane last defenses by both teams, and really good first to third pushes from both teams. Each team had me thinking they had it all wrapped up on each of their offenses, but then the last ult came out. So both these teams are going to be thinking about what they want to change and why they're having so much trouble pushing last, but Apple's definitely the one that really needed to step it up here, figure out what was going wrong. They had it so close a couple of times, but that saw from Fishy to get the Uber just... I feel like that's where they lost the game right there when that happened. Because that's a heartbreaker, you know. The cart was right there, but American getting killed by the medic while pushing and giving her Uber. So do you think Apple are gonna come back and?
I think no matter what, we should see a 2-1. I'm going to let's see. I'm gonna pull up the logs here. Do you need some logs, or are you good?
Yeah, link me to them.
Alright, I popped it in Mumble for you. So why don't we go ahead and take a look in just a second here, guys. Let me pop that up on my screen. I don't have all those fancy overlays that the TFTV guys get to use, so we're gonna get to play in the Stone Ages. Oh, alright, look at that. Pull up logs and zoom. Smiles! Well, wait, no. He fooled me. Dynamo Vic. He got me. He trolled me. Smile S. Dynamo Vic, 27 frags, 407 DPM. Huge game for him there, and we saw it consistently go throughout. Smiles having a tougher game there, not able to keep up, and I think it's probably because he spent so much time just dead. 9-4 on the Sniper v Snipers, so that is going to be a huge reason why. But, I mean, if Smiles can pick it up this half, I mean, you got to think that Apple came so close while getting out sniped, you know, pretty hard. If Smiles can bring it back this half, they have a wonderful chance to bring it to a 1-1. Coffee Monster the next in terms of frags, so the scout coming up big for Social Justice Warriors as well, and then we get a few of the gamers on the appel side. Take a look at that.
We're definitely looking for Smiles to pick it up here. It's unfortunate they didn't do so well this first half, but if he can turn it around, then that's, like you said, definitely... You'd think that Apple would then have the advantage, considering how close it was, so... We'll see. He's never really failed yet this season, so it would be heartbreaking if this was their last game.
Yeah.
So I personally expect Smilesy to bring it back, but we'll see.
Those fat damage stats by Social Justice Warriors too. 471 DPM by Goldfish, 407 for Dynamo, and 380 for Crab F. So big damage stats. Not gonna mean a whole big much. Let's see actually. Yeah, Social Justice Warriors help frag slightly. 27 frags is not bad. An extra kill per minute or so. But yeah, I mean, you guys are seeing it. We have a dead even game going up against us, and just teams having a little bit of difficulty pushing that last point, and are going to just be waiting for them to ready up here for our second half.
One last thing on stats, though, something to point out. Carson with 298 on Heavy, which is pretty impressive considering Battle was 160 DPM.
That's the one thing. I just don't get it. And when I did like the Players of the Season, I don't know how Carson just puts out so much fat damage as a Heavy. It's absolutely insane.
Well, he was just always in there on those fights, and you saw some of those plays. I mean, some key picks. And also on fully buffed combo members too, like a couple times. So I think that's where the damage is coming from.
Big Carson
taking out the enemy
man.
combo.
Let's see if I don't see any BM right now.
Nah, I'm just seeing some binds. No spicy
No
TM really.
BM, no BM. Yeah, I mean that's what I like. I like. I don't like BM in my games. I just wish Status Spec would show me who the heck all these aliases are.
Yeah, it's a little hard to keep up with the.
Well, the good thing, and I know that you might not have this because you're not caster extraordinaire, but on my screen the scoreboard and everything shows everyone's proper names, which makes my life so much easier. But the chat doesn't.
Oh no, my scoreboard does not. So I've been struggling a little bit keeping track of who's what. But I'm learning as we go. I'm slowly remembering the meme aliases we've got going on. Typical TF2.
If you guys like this HUD, I've tried a few different HUDs out so far this season. I used Takia HUD for a while. I think I did a cast with Raze, which I wasn't a big fan of in terms of the spectator.
And, it looks like we're going live.
Oh,
so.
sweet. So I'll make this brief. Check out BW HUD. There's a link down in the 10X TV description, made by my good friend Bill Watterson. It's a pretty dank HUD, dude, and it's a great spectator HUD. So check it out on TFTV and use that hashtag shameless promotion.
Hey, I'm okay with any promotion for Bill.
No.
So
actually, you know what? I take that all back. I hate Bill Watterson. Don't download his HUD.
Wow, rude. I'll promote it. I'll put a promotion out then in place of VoxDei. I mean, Bill Watterson's a great sniper, so I'd say any HUD he uses. I mean, it's like wanting to copy Clockwork settings or whatever, So
yeah,
if you want to be a good sniper, use the PW HUD.
Well, it's a good thing that his sniping ability is better than his HUD. Am I right? Oh, slam! No, in all seriousness, the HUD is dank. So, anyway, back to the game. Back to the game. Just kind of wasting time for that minute here. But Dynamo is actually going to be playing up on the stairs a little bit more aggressive than we've seen before. It looks like he got peeked out and Smells getting his buff and maybe go in for something. I want to watch Vipa because he's going in for...
Goldfish going down, actually.
To Jaden.
Right start.
Here's Vipa trying to get... not able to pick the same things he was looking for. Jaden going to go down, try to get a pick in on that distraction play. But here we go in terms of... I don't know. It just looks like having a little bit difficulty yet again pushing out onto this first point. And the unfortunate thing for Appel is they don't have that huge play that Vipa had last time, and they might have a little bit more difficulty taking first point than we saw previously.
Yeah, Jaden had an important pick right there on Goldfish right at the start, but Jaden gets the Engineer again. And the sentry's going down. Okay, and someone forced Uber too. So we're definitely seeing the back out from SJ here. Full Uber out.
And pause?
Oh, pause.
Alright, well, you know what, that gives us a second here to digest what just happened. I won't be I won't lie. I will be honest. I didn't see what forced Fishy. I don't think you did either. Yeah.
I just saw that Jaden got the stab on Yip Yapper and sapped the sentry. I'm not sure if he also forced.
Yeah.
I didn't see anyone else.
Well, really great.
It might have been Bunny. Bunny's down, so I'm gonna go with that. Bunny gets the force.
All right, Bunny. Well, we're
getting credit even though we didn't see it.
I mean, sorry.
So full Uber ad for Brule. So that's looking good. Pushing on to second. They should have first for free. And as long as they don't get forced, they should be able to get second with the Uber ad. So.
Yeah, pretty solid play for them there in terms of just the sequence of events that goes down to, and you can already see, just giving you the quick overview of what first point's looking at with that gun going down, the Uber getting forced out of Fishy, the pick onto to Dynamo Vic as well. All your threats are gone when you're pushing first. There's no sentry, there's no Uber, there's no sniper. So as Mio said, it should really be a free first point. They got to be careful because Evil is there. I don't know if they know this just yet, and so is Coffee Monster. So when Brule comes out, we may see them wrap around and get behind and maybe force an Uber out early. So they really just got to be careful about that. But otherwise, yeah, kind of like what you're saying, Mio. If they can just take first for free, With Yip Yapper still down, and I'm not 100% sure what his respawn is at as well. I mean, we should see. We might see a quick second take.
Yeah, that's the hope, because if not, they already have wasted a little more time than they probably wanted to here on first, so SJ is definitely looking for Coffee Monster and Evil, as you said, to get a force to slow them down. They don't, it should be first and second.
And I mean, just the positioning too by Social Justice Warriors, they're completely out of the fight. They got their 2 pick classes ready to go. Battle Bull, I think, is probably on his way up the hill. And Goldfish, Crab, and Fishy all escaping along with Uber. Their respawns should be coming in quick. So Yippee Yapper might have a chance to get a gun up, and we might see a little bit of contest here for second. But it seemed like it was going to be difficult for Appel, and then they got the picks, and they might be able to cruise just for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see some sort of attempt to defend second here. They've got their entire combo up still. It's just a question of whether the Uber ad stays in Apple's hands or not. But yeah, I mean, they still got Demo and Heavy and Medic, so there'll definitely be contention here on second. And Apple, I mean, it might even... Uber ad might even get Apple to maybe play a little too over-aggressive, and I think SJ will be looking for that. Try to get them to force, you know... I expect SJ to probably play pretty close on the cliff and try to get an early force, and then back up and keep the second hold going for a little while longer.
I'm surprised to not see Young Smile Z on his prehistoric pullover. To be honest, it's a different look for him.
Yeah, he's got the duck avatar and everything, you know, with the
Yeah,
prehistoric pullover on.
yeah, it's different. It's different, but I like it. It's a pretty cool loadout here. But I mean, there's not so much more to say that we haven't already said. I feel just kind of killing time until this game starts back up. But I mean, if you're Appel, you're hoping for sub 6 minutes, and everything you do after pushing that, it's just to delay. And I think that's probably why I think I prefer being on offense, because I know how long I need to delay after, I set the time that I feel that you can, and then everything you do is just like watching the clock tick down. But maybe, obviously I feel like I'm in the minority in that sense, but
Well, it is true that both teams had a better defense than offense, so maybe you're right. Maybe Apple will feel more comfortable doing defense second, because their defense was definitely much more strong. But they need at least a passable offense time, and their offense wasn't looking so strong on last.
yeah, come last point. I think if they're able to, assuming that they don't hit any big snags over taking third or anything like that, if they can get a comfortable maybe 2-minute push through last, they have a really good chance of taking this round. But I actually want to see if maybe... Oh, never mind. I was going to say if maybe we can get an update on the other game being played right now, but it looks like we are live again.
Okay, so
Let me reload my HUD here real quick.
let's look at Coffee Monster. Where did he go?
It looks like Evil is going to just show himself completely. So he shouldn't be able to get any picks. He actually still is lurking around Brûlée, and you're going to see those glitched models. I completely lost track of Coffee Monster.
Yeah, same. But he's dead, I think. So.
Oh,
no,
yeah, he
that's
just
very
respawned, yeah. Looks like he is going to get headshot and then go down to Smiles with a body shot, but...
Oh, Evil's on the combo. Evil's on the combo. Okay, they turn around right in time. And he goes down. Okay, so keeping their Uber. And they should be getting second with Uber ad right here.
The gun is going to go down. Vipa does a good job of taking it out. So Goldfish actually going to go down too to Vipa. So he's really aggressive. Maybe Brûlée right now wants to use in, save the demo, but they don't even have to. So not only did they get first without using Uber, they take second as well. Fishy, I'll have to check because of the broken HUD, but Fishy's on 100% now. So
yeah. But a 2-minute time to get second, that's good. That's what they needed. It didn't matter how they cut it. It's just that they got it.
Oh, Jaden! Jaden hits the drop on a fishy lens, so absolutely huge play by him there. Wasn't able to catch it on camera, but damn. Okay, so now they're going to be just rolling into third. At least they should have a chance. Brule may use her Uber to get in. She went down pretty low there, but
Brule is holding on to this. They want this for last because they know that they were having trouble pushing last, so they want this full Uber to go in. I think that's why they're playing it risky here. SJ is going to be sending everything they can to try and get a force out here, but Apple, they just need to hold on to this and use this Uber to push last.
I'm actually surprised there. Evil had a chance to maybe get a little sneaky and get the stab onto Brule. He actually is going to pick up 2 on the cart on BFF and Knock, but he had a chance there to maybe go for a stab onto Brule and opted just to go for the ambi shot, but...
I think what he ended up doing was smart, though, because they've slowed him down enough that Fishy's going to have Uber, I believe. Let's maybe look very quickly if I can get there. I don't have
75%.
75, so yeah, they're going to have Uber by the time Apple's ready to push in. So getting those 2 cart picks slowed things down enough. Yeah, it doesn't always have to be the med to get rid of the Uber ad.
Right. I mean, they still have a shot here. Actually, no, I think they did wait just a little bit too long. 2 good picks, though. Krabiff and Coffee Monster go down, so that's going to be no flank here for our Social Justice Warriors. The Uber trade is going to go out, but it's going to be disastrous here for Apple, as I don't think they realized that Brule was already going to be up on Uber, or that early force just kind of led to that. Getting in, though, Bunny. Bunny is going to take out Fishy Lin, so great pick, just kind of cleaning up for his team and really putting the game maybe back into their hands. Bunny, huge play.
BFF winning a scout fight against Coffee on the flank. So we're seeing a reset here. Cart's right there. We're seeing exactly what we did last game, right? The cart's right there. Ubers are more or less even. Sentry guns up, same spot. So can they get over that roadblock they had, that mental roadblock? Can they figure out a way to break this hold?
Take a look at the medics here right now. Fishy is up on quick fix, actually on about 50%. Brule's going to have 60 on her medigun, so Brule will probably be at a slight disadvantage, but Fishy being up on quick fix, I mean, it may work out in Apple's favor if they can figure out something quick here.
Yeah, I was wrong about the Ubers, but because of that quick fix build, it has gotten even. But I mean, Uber's obviously better than a quick fix Uber, so maybe that will be enough. But I kind of have a feeling it might not be. And also, I'm not sure if they've been keeping track of the Uber. Oh, so we're seeing a Uber through main from SJ, and they're not getting anything with this. American stuffs it. They got nothing with that Uber, and now they get forced. But this might be it. They just need to get the sentry.
Yeah, Vipa's going to focus it down. Fishy's going to go down to Smiles. Great pick there. Bunny, oh my god, Bunny just comes in huge. Vipa pressures the sentry, and then Yip Yapper pulls it away, or at least tries to, but Bunny jumps in, kills him with that mini crit of the Rescue Ranger, and there we go. This should be the round here. Coffee Monster going last-ditch play. Not going to be able to. 550 is going to be the time.
Sub 6-minute time. That's what they need?
That's exactly what they need to hear. Hopefully the HUD should reset in just a second. I'll hit that HUD reload scheme again and see if we might be in play. Yeah, it looks like, no, we're just kind of catching up still. I'll do it a few seconds before the doors open. What I've found is usually, and maybe someone has the exact knowledge, but as soon as you hit the point where the pause happened, everything works out. And oh, it looks like we're set. So I believe Yip Yapper came into the chat at one point and said that apparently he and Dynamo were having some issues. So
the pause was actually in this round, probably, right?
When
was it exactly?
I think it recently happened. I think they may have waited till the in between.
Oh, okay. So I definitely have to say that Apple probably has this. It would be a real shame if they didn't get it after an offense like that. So as long as they just don't get overrun by SJ, they should be able to take this.
Yeah,
round.
SJ has that huge aggression to them as well. So that's the one thing that they have to be careful. They can't just sit back and say, hey, we have 550 right now. just play for last. They need to make sure that they find a way to quell that aggression that inevitably will come with the Social Justice Warriors roster. We're going to take a look. Jaden might be going in for a pick right now. Going to try for Yip Yapper, not going to be able to get it. Dynamo Vic takes out Smiles, and now in a great position. Spams the gun just a little bit, and maybe if someone else can get on that gun, Jaden takes out Goldfish, and Jaden's actually going to get behind the combo here, but Fishy spots him out. Here's going to be Uber trying to pick him, trying to find him. But taking a little bit here for VoxDei. But Dynamo has a good chance here, taking out Bunny, and maybe with a pick on a Smiles.
Carson gets a quick 2K, which gives them the opportunity to back out here without getting overwhelmed. So that's good. That's pretty standard. 1 minute about time to cap first. So far things are looking fine for Apple. They back out fine. They got a sentry going up. So we're looking at SJ here to do something crazy to get a quick cap onto second and hopefully wipe them enough to push into third too.
Yeah, they're going to have a tough time. Brule has a decent Uber ad, only about, 13%, but that's enough to make sure you don't get overrun. Dynamo's going to get the better of Smiles here. So you just got to be careful with your sniper down. Smiles definitely seems to have picked it up a
Brule
bit.
lives with 7 health.
Oh, Dynamo!
Yeah,
Dynamo goes for the shot. Dynamo went for the kill shot on Brule, and there
Dynamo
he's going to get it. Oh, she escaped the first one, not able to get it again. So now great chance for SJ here. They should be able to push this cart without much contention. They hopefully, if you're SJ, you want to get that sentry and you want to push in without using.
BFF is behind. He's getting on the med.
He's gonna force it.
He gets the force.
Oh my god!
That's
it's
a
just
great play from BFF.
What's happening and what's consistently happening here for Apple is they look it to be in a bad position or they look to just kind of be I can't think of a word, so I'm going to say lollygagging, and then all of a sudden someone finds the entrance, finds the way to get onto Fishy, and they force that combo. So they're doing a really great job of disrupting the piece of SJ that just makes them so dominant.
Oh, but Brule goes down. This is some great aggression from really great aggression from SJ here. Crab F's going all the way to upper. It looks like third is going to SJ in almost no amount of time, and now Apple has to hold last for 3 minutes.
It's not going to be an easy task. It's no matter what the teams are. If this was Quinn Loses versus Meme Stealers or anything, 3 minutes, 3 minute holds. It's hard to hang your hat on. You know what I mean? It's hard to say, oh yeah, we can do this, but
especially when the enemy team has uber advantage.
Yeah, 70% right now, 65 maybe. So they're going to be looking for plays from their sniper and their spy, and just to see maybe if someone can force that Uber out early. We're going to take a look at the combo here for Social Justice Warriors. Dynamo is going to go down to Bunny, so a decent pick for them there. But here's going to be the Uber coming through main right now. Goldfish going to be spamming. Not getting too much just yet. He doesn't focus down the sentry at all, actually. Focuses down Vipa, so this could work out if you're Apple.
Looking like some good cleanup on the post Uber from Apple, but the combo's still up for SJ. BFF gets the med, so it looks like they're going to clean up on this.
And almost a wipe there by Social Justice Warriors. Coffee Monster are going to be alive, but a lot of the players that are left are respawners. So maybe Brule still has 100% on the Uber. So if Brule's got to stay protected, a minute and a half here, Fishy is going to have a chance to get one more Uber. You can't let anything force her if you're Apple. You got to make sure that when there is an Uber trade, Brule is ready to contest. But great aggression there by Social Justice Warriors trying to get something done. They take out Vipa, but American does a good job. Oh no! Oh, this could be. Oh, but Evil gets peeked out there by Carson. The Uber does get used. 60 seconds, under 60 seconds left.
That's exactly what we didn't want to see for Apple here. They got forced, and now SJ is coming in with full Uber ad. In just a minute, through main, it looks like. They use early. They're swarming in. 40 seconds on the clock.
They're putting ×3 on the point. I don't know. Someone's got to pick that up. Someone's got to pay attention to the cart. Yip Yapper's down. Dynamo Vic's down. Crab F, Uber, and Coffee Monster down as well. Battle is peeking lower. Goldfish is up top. Might spam down. Looks like he's spamming onto the gun. He's going to take it out. Here's Goldfish getting onto Brule. He gets the 2 pipes in. He might win this game for him. Oh, my God. American gets in. 10 seconds remaining. Not too many left alive. Oh, but this is it. 4 seconds remaining.
Like Apple's got this round barely.
Oh
barely.
My God, that is absolutely insane.
That couldn't have been any
1-1.
closer.
Oh my! I'm already sitting down, but I think I need to sit down a little bit more.
Yeah, I think I have to give credit to BFF there. He had 2 big plays, forcing the Uber on second and getting in when they pushed. He got in from behind, killed Fishy, distracted them too. It wasn't just the kill. They all had to turn around, and that gave Apple room to come out from their spawn a little bit more, get on the cart, clean them up. That was really all BFF there. Like, those were some big plays onto the combo at crucial moments. So he's looking a little bit like that Plat Scout on BV again from last season.
Well, why don't we pull up the logs for this next match here? Let me drop them in the Twitch chat for you guys too. So take a look at the logs. It looks like wow, coming up absolutely huge. Bunny is a huge reason right now why Apple is thriving. 340 DPM. He's going to top the server with 19 kills as well. Yeah, I mean, Bunny is absolutely showing up my prediction in terms of saying that Crab F would end up coming out on top there. 19 and 10 with 340 DPM is huge. And I honestly, I think he was really close there to Crab in the first round, but I think Crab had the edge, so really even from them so far.
Yeah, just a lot of good stats from Bunny, just a lot of kills and damage overall, a lot of good plays from BFF. We're definitely seeing big impact from the flank on Apple, and that's what they need. I mean, their combo is essentially new, with Vipa new to the demo class, let alone new to Apple, and Apple's flank is stepping it up. So it looks like we're starting the third round here, 1-1. Who do you think's going to take this?
I don't even want to say. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. The one thing too I just want to mention about the stats is we had a 5-6 minute pause. So that does get reflected in the per minute stats and logs. It does not account for pauses. So an extra, if you remove about 5 minutes from there, you have a 14-minute half. You're looking at even higher damage per minute for Bunny. Let's see.
Yeah, he outdamaged Goldfish. I'm not sure if you mentioned that. He outdamaged.
Oh yeah, he outdamaged
Goldfish.
Everyone in the server.
Yeah, like that's pretty insane.
450, about 450 on this DPM if you remove 5 minutes.
Which that itself isn't very insane, but like the fact that he outdamaged both demos, like, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive on any map, but.
So I don't. Okay. Momentum-wise, I think if you're the team that wins the second half, you feel like you might keep that momentum and walk into the next half. So I'm predicting it for Apple here.
I think I have to go with SJ still because I think the opposite way. I think you think we can't lose 2 in a row, you know. So I think they've got confidence. I don't think they're shocked by that round.
Right. Kind of expected it to be a close game and maybe just kind of feeling like this might have... Oh, Dynamo gets a nice shot onto Smiles here, so he's going to be opening it up with the initial sniper pick. Just going to take a quick look at the overview here. Evil gets knocked, so there's going to be no engineer for that sentry that is now sapped. And now trying to escape with Uber. Brule's actually going to use Uber to get out, which I mean, I don't know if she got forced or if this was just the play to make sure she didn't drop, but...
They were stuck in that lower position. There wasn't any way to get out without using there, and with so many players down, they couldn't they didn't have anyone to use to try and get a force. So this is worst case scenario for that first hold. Engineer went down, other players went down, they used Uber.
And they
Not
didn't
looking
get the
good.
Uber out of Fishy,
The Uber
too.
comes in from lower, from SJ. Oh, they destroying Apple with that Uber. They didn't see it coming.
Yeah, they completely wrap them, come from the tunnel. That is a wipe. I think Carson may be the only remaining member. He actually does get 2 for his troubles, but the rest of Apple on a 5-second respawn here. I think they should all be smart enough to know not to come out of that door. No! Oh my God! 4 of them walk out directly into that trap.
With the cart all the way back there, they might have not expected such aggression, I guess, but this is not looking good for Apple right here. This offense from SJ is insane. I don't think they're even... Are they even going to get a third hold? Like,
I don't know.
the cart's all the way back, so maybe... It does look like they're getting set up in third here, despite some issues.
I'm just so confused as to. But okay, moving on. Anyway, the good thing for Apple here is that they did not lose their medic. Brule smartly did not charge out like the rest of them. So Ubers are even as we move into this next point. Oh my God! I just remember that sheer like desperation in my voice when I yelled no.
I think Brule might have been sounding the exact same way.
Yeah.
Watched her team
Just venture into death, but we are going to get the Uber used here out of Social Justice Warriors. I don't think they expected Brule to have her Uber because they charged in really confidently, used super early, and then Brule's like, well, what are you guys doing? Well, I'm going to pop mine. So
there might have been a miscall there. Maybe somehow Goldfish thought he got Brule. I don't know,
Yeah.
but that's good for Apple.
they
Although
might still
they're
have.
bleeding here.
They still had a chance to hold, but yeah, Evil
It
gets
looks
in
like
on the
going to
gun
last.
with Goldfish, and Carson goes down. They're just gonna have to hole up, and Brule doesn't die, so she's gonna have Uber. But if you're SJ right now, you're feeling good. 3.5 minutes. That's what we saw in their first half.
But can they have a better offense here?
Yeah, that's what it's all gonna come down to. I mean, Goldfish is absolutely going huge right now. They are gonna. He's on an 8K right now, taking
Uber
it
just
one more.
walks up through stairs and kills Brule. He just W plus what?
WM1. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
WM1s right into Brule. Oh,
Well-
that is not good.
Well, Smile Censor's back with a couple of kills of his own, so helping out his team and helping the cause. But Fishy goes down to Bunny! That
Buddy
was...
answering Uber there, saying, "I can do that too. I can kill meds too. I'm a soldier."
Yeah, and I mean, a little BM there by Uber, Sia Brule, but maybe with Uber down, not able to protect his med from a bombing soldier.
This is
so.
just back and forth right now.
It's
We
nonstop.
got a lot of picks coming in from Apple, but the push is still coming in from SJ.
I don't even know what to watch right now. This is
I don't
absolutely
either.
come down to the wire. I mean, the good thing right now, if you're Apple, you're allowing some time to tick off onto the clock. There's Smiles getting another pick. He's up to 4 right now. So got to be careful.
Brule
Coffee
goes down.
Monster,
Coffee
yeah,
Monster.
gonna get in. They really cannot stop the aggression from Social Justice Warriors. Absolutely, just not equipped to deal with what's going on. Uber is just gonna walk back up top and having a field day right now. And that might be the round with Fishy using her Uber. She's Ubering the spy who takes she Ubers the spy who takes out Battle Bolt.
Is this gonna be it? It wasn't quite enough for Apple right there. For a second, I thought maybe that flash might have done
I
it.
know. Oh my God. So we're gonna see our fastest time yet. 5 minutes, and it's just. I don't know. I mean, if you're Apple, you're feeling a little defeated right now. Maybe they gotta wipe that last round out of their memory and just get prepared and just know, hey, we set a 5:50 time before. We can absolutely beat 5.
It's doable. It's doable. If we can see Jaden or Vipa go off like they did on their other offenses, then it might happen. I think both teams have obviously ironed out their last pushes, and I think Apple won't get stuck on that last point if they can make it there in a decent amount of time. They just have to not. I feel like if they start losing a lot of time on the second or third, they're going to get discouraged, and it's just going to be game over.
Yeah.
So we need to see some big plays to get them to that last, and then I think Apple has a good chance if they can just get to last.
I think the one thing too, just seeing social justice warriors play and you know seeing how they operate. This is where they thrive. This is the type of situation in a game that they live for, and when just that dominance and that confidence that's going to come out of this round, I think is going to be too much for Apple. You know, if there's Dynamo getting the better of Smiles, so I mean we can still see Apple is not a team to count out, but this, like I said, this is social justice warriors moment.
Yeah, and this first hold appears to be showing that Dynamo still reigning supreme here for SJ over Smiles, and time's a ticking. You know, already been close to a minute on the clock, and Apple doesn't even have control of first yet.
And the other thing is too, they're not really in a great position to try to take first either. They're not really. They haven't gotten the force. Oh, wait, as I say that, yeah, they did get the force. Fishy goes down to about 16 health, so maybe with a chance. They got to be careful of Dynamo, but if you can get aggressive right now, and there goes Dynamo taking out Carson. Brule not yet forced to use Uber, but if I was Apple, I mean, I would use it anyway. I would just make sure you get this
hold. For the
hold.
bomb, even though Fishy is at 15%. I think they're feeling a little pressure right now. They need to be aggressive, but they're overdoing it a little bit.
This is tough. About 2 minutes off the clock. Well, minute and a half, I should say, to take first. They gotta absolutely steamroll their way.
And Brule goes down to evil. This is not looking good for Apple at all.
Almost with Vipa probably about to go down in tunnel. Looks like BFF might go down too. Carson still chugging away on the cart. He senses the urgency of the situation. Actually takes out Battle Bull with the help of the cart, and Crab F goes down to BFF with help, but 250 is the time on, and I think this is just too far out of reach with under 3 minutes to go.
This is what I was talking about. They got so much time off second, and I think Apple's just feeling a little discouraged. They're feeling like it's over probably right now. It's not entirely, but they need some good plays.
Fishy's gonna use her Uber, get in, and Goldfish gonna get Goldfish gonna get those sticks onto Brule, but I mean 220, and that's pretty much a wipe. Just Miles and Jaden lurking around, but
I know I shouldn't call it yet, but I think this is pretty much game right here.
Yeah, this is probably curtains, and I mean it's tough because you wanted to see that last round come down to the wire, and I think probably Apple going through the motions at this point. They probably realized that 2 minutes to go into the next 3 points is just a little bit too far out of reach with the way that these rounds have gone. And, I don't expect them to give up. I expect them to go just to the bitter end, but I think because they're in such a rush, they're playing sloppy because Brule's gone down consistently. They're not playing tight knit TF2 anymore. It's run in and see what picks you can get, and no one's looking behind. So
yeah, and with that pick on Brule from Uber yet again, that's completely. There's not enough time at this point. It's definitely over. Dynamovic currently on a 9K. So that's a 10K now.
Yeah, it's 10.
Dynamovic definitely the biggest reason that this game went SJ's way. You know, he just went absolutely insane. Completely dominated Smile Z, and that's really what they needed on this map.
Yeah. Huge sniper map upward is. He's going to get the better of Smiles there. 11, 12. Dynamovic is just farming right now. Just absolutely inflating those stats that we're going to see, and it's a tough pill to swallow if you're Apple. It's probably not the way that you wanted this game to go. I mean, obviously you don't want to lose, but they had a chance. They really had a chance here to bring it down to the wire, but 26 seconds remain, and I think
we're seeing the GGs come out in the chat. Goldfish is leaving. a member of SJ leaving first, actually, a little surprising, but he's probably got sixes to go to or something. Invite players.
I think, yeah, I think probably not surprising. Just a little bit of little BM coming in. Actually, Goldfish comes back. I think.
So, what do you think about that game overall?
I think it kind of when you look at it back in the big picture, it makes sense the way it went. We expected the 2-1, and I mean when the game's on the line, I think social justice warriors often end up coming through. I think the only time that they haven't shown that is your game against them in the first
That's what
week.
I was thinking, but I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be the one to bring it up.
I mean, they've had really close games, and one of them specifically comes to mind. That one that Myman I casted was that game against Don't Tilt, then known as the Syndicate Reborn, on Gully Wash, and they had control of game. They were up and they were rolling through, and it turned into a 4-4 situation for either side, but you know when the pressure's on, something clicks for these guys, and they get the confidence they need to take through. So we are going to see them roll through and take this game. And I want to check in because I got a Steam message. Apparently, Don't Tilt and Team Jeebus might actually still be going on.
That's an important one because that's who SJ will be facing in losers bracket. Whoever wins that game, and that's an interesting one because Zoidy just came on the demo. I know he has some experience on demo in Silver, I believe, but I didn't know that, and he's just been destroying on demo. So the Beanie and Zoidy combo is an exciting thing to see.
I'm trying to get connected to the server. I thought it was maybe being played on my server, but it doesn't look like it. So I'm going to be getting connected. I'll give you connect info if this works. If it doesn't, then we might not be able to catch the tail end of it, but looks like I'm having trouble connecting to the STV. No, I'm in. Alright, let me give you that dank information. I mean, if you're up to it. I should say that much. If you're up to it.
Of course. I'm here to cast, right? You know?
Where's my good buddy Wymee on my friends list? There you are. I think, is the game over, or is this the... let's see. No, I think we are in a third half, actually.
A third half? Just starting now?
Well, this is... Let's see. I kind of maybe want to get a feel for what's going on. Chris saying in chat, can we not have a shit server, please? So I think tensions might be running high a little bit in this match.
Maybe just a little.
Vox, you gay.
Hey, whoa. This is a stream going on right now. I'm going to have to please ask you to leave. This is serious business. Thank you. I can't believe this. You know, you get famous and everyone wants to ride you, but I'm not going to completely...
I don't know. I think that contributed to the cast very well.
Yeah,
I think your sexuality
definitely.
part of this TF2 cast.
Yeah. Well,
I agree with Jacko. You're gay, but on to this third half. Okay, so Tilt's at a 6-minute and 41-second time.
And I mean, this is an assumption that this is the third half. I just feel like there's no way that we are still, you know, only in a first or second half. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But 6:41, not a bad start. This is probably going to be relatively casual, guys. I'm a little burnt out, so I'm sorry if I don't go as hard as I do. Mini Dongo and Mini goes down. Oh, I'm so used to Mini playing medic, so it's not a drop as I was about to call. But huge picks already going out for Don't Tilt. I think about 5 members of Jeebus are going to go down.
Yeah, I mean, we come in and it's looking good for Don't Tilt. But presuming this is a third half, this is a good way to start securing this game. I mean, it's obviously not over yet, but that's a good start, you know? It's looking like Don't Tilt are confident in their defense.
Gonna drop out that match overlay. Chris might get a pick here onto Willie. He is gonna pick that up. Gonna go down, but Snook goes down. Is that a drop or did they? No,
I believe there'd been an exchange. It was a kill after the exchange. So I spoke too soon. They were looking confident in their defense, but after that exchange,
yeah, good chance here for Jeebus to get in. It takes him about a minute and a half to take that first point. Not too bad in terms of time. Jake getting a kill onto Soldier Wanko. I'd have to guess that's probably Rolling playing for them right now, but I can't be 100% sure.
I believe most likely. Let's go that Rolling on Soldier, Mini on Pyro.
Kamangli, a nice shot onto Dr. Zoidy there. Sorry to interrupt, but he hits a good flick shot to take out the enemy demo, so they should be able to cruise right here into second. And we're seeing it come through. Spring Rolls does say Wanko is rolling, so is confirmed. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for Jake, I guess they're still just waiting to backspawn here. Rolling, maybe trying to get something, but I don't think he's going to go for as good of play as Goldfish got that we just saw in our last game.
So we see a use early from Snook, and now the full advantage lies in Jeebus' hand. They've been pushed back a little bit, but they're about to go in any minute, and it's looking like they're going to get third with 3 minutes to push as long as nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, I mean, they use the Uber. Perception and Beanie go down, I mean, outside of the bounds of the Uber, but nothing really happens in terms of what Ezric was trying to accomplish, but the cleanup afterwards is actually really great, as Zoidy is going to go down to Dongo there with a backstab, so maybe...
Dongo has timed out, and they're not using a pause.
Okay, I wonder if they may have already used the pause, or maybe we missed the pause that already went down, and he should be getting reconnected. But I guess it will remain to be seen here. Power play right now if you don't tilt, and Kamangli is going to take out Frost, who looks like he's playing Pyro. Perception is up on Scout, so different rosters than what we're used to. But
that's why I got a message from Perception Scout is so hard. Wondering why. Okay, so it's looking, they're looking like they're gonna have 3 minutes to push last. Jeebus is. They kind of snuck the card in there a little bit.
Yeah, it wasn't as disastrous for Don't Tilt as it looked. It looked like there was going to be 4 minutes on the clock when that take was going to go down, but a good job by them delaying the cap here.
No one's on the cart for Jeebus. Kairu doing his usual thing, playing very aggressive, but sometimes that means the cart gets left a little behind. They're getting on it now, but that kind of quelled the aggression a little bit. The fact that they had to go back and get on the cart.
Yeah, Chris 18 was kind of in. Jake is going to take out Shay, so Jake racking up some good numbers. I don't think Kamangli noticed Chris, but I don't think Chris also noticed that mini sentry there that kind of helped spot him out after that ambassador goes down.
Well, there was an Uber from Couches. It looks, I guess, a Force in lower? That must be it.
Well, Snook, it looks like Snook used his at some point too. But...
Frost cleaned up on Ezric, just walking into him with the flares.
I mean, with 2 minutes left, it's still a really interesting point because it could be anybody's game. Beanie is wreaking havoc up top as he does on a 5K right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see that extend into a 10K.
Maybe even a 20K.
Maybe even a 20K. We've seen it before this season. And I know you witnessed that firsthand.
I did witness it firsthand. So
sorry to rub some salt.
Well, I had my moment with talking about SJ, so... It's looking like a solid hold right now from Don't Tilt. Ubers, I believe, are even, yes. So Jeebus has one push here.
Minute 15 remaining. Dongo looks like he's trying to get in a position. Might try and go for the pick onto Jake here, but I'm going to interrupt myself on that call as Ubers are going to get traded up in tiles right now. But good use there by Don't Tilt onto Frost, who's going to get completely pushed back. Oh my god, Chris just goes huge Oh my god. So Frost pushed back the Uber of Jeebus with his own Uber, and then Chris goes on a 3K, picking up couches in one of those kills. So absolutely
now they
huge.
have to go. Jeebus has to go. I believe this is the third round, and it's all right.
Oh, Snook
All
is
down to this.
dead. Yeah, but Snook is dead, so probably going to come up quick fix in a couple seconds here. 30 seconds remaining, and they're not in a great position. No tilt is not, but oh my god, the frags just go huge in the favor of Spades Slick on an 11K after taking out Dongo. Trying to get in on the gun right there is rolling. Spectec jumping up top. 14 seconds remain. No one is near the cart right now for Jeebus. Just rushing.
Chris
Here is
18 on a
Cairo.
5K.
Oh my god, Chris with a few more picks there, and I think this is curtains here. 0 seconds remaining.
I think Don't Tilt
GGs are
just knocked out
called.
Jeebus. Yeah, seeing the GGs. Don't Tilt just knocked out Jeebus. I don't think anyone expected that.
I kind of did, honestly.
Oh, well, I mean more, I don't think people expected Jeebus getting knocked out this early is more. Because people didn't expect Jeebus to lose earlier either. Like, they didn't expect him to be in the losers brackets, you know? So this is a little shocking for Jeebus to get knocked out so early.
Yeah.
Even if this particular matchup looked in Don't Tilt's favor, it's still just a little shocking for me to see Jeebus go out this early.
I think the issue for Jeebus was specifically upward.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate for them that they had to play it 2 times in a row. Like that was what ended up deciding for them their season.
I mean, personally, I'm not a big fan of the decision in playoffs to have. I mean, because if you play the lower upward gets played 3 times because you have the upper brackets, the lower brackets, and the lower bracket round 2, and then we're gonna see product twice in a row for the lower brackets because the lower bracket semifinals are going to be on product, and then the lower bracket finals are going to be on product. Let's actually pull up the bracket if we have one here.
I'm just gonna grab the logs real quickly because I just want to see one thing. I just want to see how Zoidy did. Let's look at the last round. Not as huge impact as I would have thought. He didn't do poorly, but 10-10 with the 400 DPM.
No, Zoidy's bad. That's all I heard.
I'm
out
not
of that.
saying no, he's stuck bad.
No, Zoidy's bad.
I kind of
Zoidy-
expected
Zoidy's bad.
huge plays from him.
Yeah, Zoidy's
Like
bad.
overall, with them winning that game, I thought it would come down to Zoidy.
Well, here is your bracket, guys, for gold for the remainder of the season. So, with Jeebus getting knocked out and Apple, we're going to be seeing Don't Tilt and Social Justice Warriors come and duke it out on product next Monday. Also happening on Monday is going to be the upper bracket finals, where our good caster here, Wymeo, is here to contend against the number 1 seed. So I mean, I won't get into too much. I don't want you to put you on spot or on the spotlight or anything. But excited to see that.
I think I'm fine saying that we're probably going to lose that game, but
I mean, you said it on the last one too. But
it is true. I did think we were going to lose to SJ. Watterson did too. I think most of our team thought we were. So you never know for sure. But Quill Oasis is pretty dang good. So we're going to try our best, but it's going to be a hard one.
So both of those matches are going to go down next Monday. And as I mentioned, that's going to be on product. And then the lower bracket finals, which will be the the winner of the lower bracket and the loser of the upper bracket, is going to go down also on product. So if I had to make my prediction right now, I'd say you guys are going to play Social Justice Warriors.
That's definitely what it's looking like.
Yeah,
with
yet
that
again.
performance from SJ, that amazing performance against Apple, they're looking like they're hungry. You know, they want to get to that grand finals.
Yeah, and it looked like Don't Tilt struggled a little bit against the team that struggles on upward. So maybe tail, maybe signs of things to come, but. Hey, you're going to be able to read about that because Mio and I write gold articles, as maybe you guys maybe are or are not aware. So I mean, we'll talk it over, but we're probably going to have to write a review of today's games and a preview of the match for next Monday before Monday. So we better get to work, man.
Yep.
With that in mind, probably get back into the writing mode here. So get focused on that. But is there anything else that you'd like to say here, Mio, before we cut off the cast?
No, I just think that was a great game, and thanks for having me come into cast, Fox. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks a lot for filling in here. I hope you enjoyed your time in the spectator mode for one of these matches, and I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. If you did, please follow the new channel 10X TV. That is where I want to continue doing casts for the rest of this season, as well as hopefully next season as well. So it would mean absolutely a lot to me if you did that. And for Mio and myself, you guys have a great night.